mentality. I am the masterpiece. Life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but
It's week 6 of the NFL. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bengals and the Saints coming up next.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession, and the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Even in a down year statistically, Juice Landry still produced over 50 catches to lead Cleveland in his final season there. A milestone awaits Landry, though, this season. He's almost a lock to jump into the top 50 all-time for receptions. One of those goes for a first down this time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, and he's got the hook up to Landry. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Back deep, Trent Taylor. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Here you go. Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right? Got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
The Bengals hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Here's 2nd and 9.
From midfield now, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Here we go.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now Burrow. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
We're scoreless after 1.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1, right?
Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California.
First down, Winston.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Winston to give, it's Kamara.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Winston.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun again to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Again, it's Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50.
On the slant, complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Here's Winston.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston eluding the pressure right. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
To return is Taylor. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. Kendrick Bourne, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we'll head to Green Bay. Check out the Packers at home, Lambeau, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers, a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Burrow on play action. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mix it up the middle. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. 2nd and 5 now. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow will throw. He completes it to, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Winston now after the fumble recovery. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. To throw, Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Winston to Thomas there for the Saints 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sam Hubbard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and front.
But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They're certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. In the hands of Kamara. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Bengals set to take over. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as they... Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Winston. It's hauled in by Hardy.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 74 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Winston. Pass incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't roll it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Flush to, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken a 4th quarter lead. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 1st down, here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Winston and the Saints now down by 4. Less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Escaping the... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Winston to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
One last shot now for Winston. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for New Orleans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.